perfect bit of the conversation.
Yeah.
She brought up the fact that Eric said he was there and saw the handshake.
The pound in the kitchen.
Right.
Okay, and Zach told me that he's a liar because he goes, it never happened in the kitchen. It happened in the workout room with the door closed. Said nobody could have saw it. He's totally lying.
And how would he know about it?
Right.
To Jen.
And Jessica, Jen told me that Eric told her that Nick was the one who did the mustard when I know it wasn't Nick.
Yeah, that always never sat right with me. And it either would point to me or point to Nick. And everybody pointed at me, and then other people pointed at Nick. And I don't know for a fact who that was, but it wasn't either of us. And
Well,
who
Erin
else?
said she probably did it herself.
Yeah.
Let's not rule
And
that
I
out.
believe that.
But the thing was, at this point, why would she lie about it? And she hasn't lied about it. I mean, I can't
That we know
figure
of.
out anything that she's lied about. Eric is the one that stirred it up with the votes. I could totally see Eric doing something like that just to stir it up. And
Because it would have been blamed on Nick or him, but preferably
Absolutely.
Nick.
I don't see Eric doing that. Sorry.
well,
She's on her way out.
who?
Jen.
I just think this would be a good opportunity for everybody to kind of compare notes, get their feelings out before the rest of everybody's involved.
See, now she's going outside with Eric.
Amber.
And she said she went to bed really, really early the night before last when everybody in the house knows that they were up talking till 6 o'clock in the morning.
When are you saying, who was HOH? What do you mean other
Me.
night? You were.
Jessica, you were the one who saw them talking.
I saw them talking as well.
Yeah, and then like.
But we all went to bed as of 4.
Yeah.
And then Amber woke up, because I heard Amber wake up, because she was in bed with me. And then Eric woke up. And then I woke up because I went outside to grab the mallets, and they were outside talking.
Yeah, but then he just said something like, "Oh, Giggle Fest went on in the bedroom until so and so o'clock." And Amber's like, "It did not. Like, I was sleeping." And she like got all pissed off and slammed the door. Like, she's like, "I went to bed early and I was sleeping," and slammed the sliding glass door. Like,
Well, in
all
that
mad.
context, I mean, it wasn't all night. In that context, it was went to bed and got back up. is what
Because
you're
she did
saying.
go back to bed for an hour, and then she woke back up, came outside, and folded towels.
Maybe it's just the word usage. I don't know.
And when I came outside, she was folding towels, and Eric was standing there talking to her.
Well, it didn't make a difference.
Hey, girl!
Can you hear?
I can
Did it
hear
work?
just a little bit crackly, but I
Yeah.
can definitely hear.
I think that the time of giving everybody all this benefit of the doubt and giving so many people so much leeway at this point has to end. Because the people that we trusted are the people that are at the bottom of this bullshit. And nobody really wants to admit it to themselves because Eric's charismatic, Eric's funny, Eric's likable. Everybody has a good time with Eric, but you got to face up to what the hell is going on.
Well, let me just say, I'm just finding, this is just coming to my attention. I haven't had a couple of days
I
to
know.
process
Right, and you just
think
told me
about
last
it
night.
and all
I know,
this
and
other
you told me the
stuff.
same thing yesterday.
I need
Yeah.
to sort through my own thoughts. So if it's better that I don't ask questions and just go for what's been told and then search through it myself, I can do that because I don't want to.
But you also told me yesterday that you knew.
I
kept
knew
saying,
because
figure
you
it
kept
out.
dropping hints in my ear, and
I
you
kept
said,
saying, hold on. I kept saying, figure it out for yourself, figure it out for yourself. And I never mentioned any names. And you came to me and you said that you figured it out.
No, that's not true. I
That
did not
is
say
true.
that I came and figured it out, because what you told me...
Don't be there like this. I'm being very, very
Stop,
calm. Let's just
stop,
talk,
you
okay?
guys.
Don't be
No, you
accusatory
came up
to me.
and you said, it's the
Guys.
person who accused Nick. It's the one person who put ideas in everybody's mind about Nick. So that was insinuating an individual. And from that point...
Of course it was.
Yes.
And how many, for the day before, you said you know who it is. And I said, yes, I do. And I said, figure it out yourself. Think, for the whole day. Think. I know you can figure it out. You're a smart guy. That's exactly what I was telling you.
And then from that moment,
And
you
you
said...
kept going,
and then
you
you
would come
said,
up to me and you would say, something's going on. You know something. What's the deal?
And then I came up to you, and you said, you think you know who it is. I think you know who it is. And I said, I think I do. And then you said something about the banner, and I said it's not.
Very last thing that I said to you.
Absolutely. But
you were
that's how I
like-
pieced it all together because you asked me, you said, I think you
But there
know
was
who
other
it is.
things that you said you figured it out earlier in the day.
I said, I think I know.
So don't make it out like I
Here's the deal.
basically like told you because I didn't.
No, you didn't tell me. Jen, what do you know? Because I'm asking you, we are all
pass
asking you
those
to
over.
come up here because things are being said and your name is thrown around in the middle of it. And I would just like clarification on what exactly role you had to play in all this.
I'm not sure. I mean, we're talking about Eric.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he is associated with Kale because he actually tells me a lot of things and tells me not to tell Kale. But I was like when everyone was mad at him on Slop, like I was talking with him, and he was like, you know, we'll do this, you know, like he's basically like saying that like I was his number one, that he was going to be talking to other people, and that he wouldn't talk to me except for to tell me stuff that I needed to know. Basically.
Week 1.
Week 1, week 2, you know.
Okay.
That's when it started, yes.
Okay.
Whenever, I remember it was whenever Danielle when you guys had that fight, like it was right during that same period of time that started. I don't know when that was. I don't remember the one that was. When you guys were sitting, not a fight, but it was like you were sitting somewhere and then like,
When he like blew up in my
yeah,
face. And,
that
Who
one.
was that?
It was the same
It
time.
was when
Who's the person we're talking about? I'm sorry.
Eric.
Oh.
And Eric kept coming up to me like literally every 10 or 15
Like, how are
minutes.
you, or
And
something?
he's like, how are you doing? And I was like, I'm fine. Like, you keep asking me that. I'm the same as before. I'm
Yeah.
fine. And he's like, oh my God, I'm sorry for asking you. I'll never ask you again, blah, blah, blah. And then like he walked away and I'm like sitting there like, okay, was I rude? Was that me or was that him? And everybody looks at me and they're like, no, like, I don't even know what's going on with him right now.
Well-
And I was like, okay, because if that was me, like, I apologize, but I don't think I did anything. And he got all crazy.
And before that, he was already trying to work a deal with me and Danielle.
Well, he already told me that he was trying to work with Danielle, but that she was a word and that, you know, he wasn't going to. And then,
that's
like,
when
when
he
things
came
started
up to
falling
me.
apart with Nick,
So is he telling-
when Nick was going home, I was like, oh, it was like, you're gonna try to talk to Danielle again, and he has said that, you know, she has, like, you know, it's all she has, like, I have, you know, like, if she's grabbing on first, like, straws or grabbing on to anything she can right now.
So he did that.
That's why he was talking to you.
He said that in the event to combine with you one day. Like, why is he talking to Danielle? Why is he talking about Danielle to you? Just because of you
'Cause
know
we
your
talked about
dislikes in the
everybody.
beginning, or
We talked about everybody.
thanks.
Okay.
Kale was HOH for 2 weeks basically, and then I was HOH for a week, and Eric was up here a lot.
A lot. And that's when the first night that I made Eric breakfast downstairs, when the three of them were up here, he was up here for at least 3 hours. And they're cackling, giggling as they're watching me on the TV. They thought that this was soundproof. I could hear him laughing downstairs. Okay, 10 minutes later, Eric comes down with the biggest fake yawn. And I've told you this already, and you saw it for yourself later. Comes down with the biggest fake yawn. Oh, and I'm like, hey, did you secure your non-nomination? He's like, oh, well, we didn't even really talk about anything like that. We fell asleep. I've been asleep for an hour up there. And I knew he was completely and totally full of shit because I heard you guys 10 minutes before laughing.
Yeah.
Then when he saw the breakfast down there, if they were sleeping, why would he come? He comes running back up here. Hey, you got to see this. You got to see this. It was total bullshit, and I knew he was lying from that point on.
Yeah, but we weren't